Mindful Minutes proudly presents Family Acro. We'll begin first by gently stretching and warming up our bodies. So taking a wide leg seat, making a V with your legs. Go ahead and just shake the legs out, maybe rocking side to side a bit. Just loosening everything up. And then go ahead and shake them out, shake them, shake them, shake them. Maybe even use the hands to give yourself a little bit of a leg massage. And then point and flex your toes. Point them, pull them back, point them, pull them back a few times. We're going to bring the arms overhead, bring the hands towards the ceiling, big stretch, and then tip to one side, stretching along your ribs. All the way up and over to the other side. All the way up. And bring the arms long behind you. Wrap your arms around and give yourself a hug. Bring them back long and wrap them around. Give yourself a hug, just stretching out our shoulders. Bring the arms all the way overhead once more and then fold all the way forward. Try and keep your back nice and long, nice and flat like a table. And see if you can just fold forward a bit more. Breathing nice and deep, big breath in, big breath out, maybe walking the hands to one foot, and spinning an arm open towards the ceiling. Bring the hands back down, walk them through center, big stretch. And walk them to the other side. Maybe open an arm towards the ceiling, opening up through the chest. And back down through center, big stretch. See if you can fold a bit further. When you're done, we'll bring the feet together in butterfly, sitting nice and tall, holding onto the feet, press the knees down, big stretch through the hips. Maybe even flap your butterfly wings a few times. And then we'll stretch our legs long in front. Shake them out, shake them out, shake them out. And then bring the arms all the way up. And fold all the way down. See if you can grab your toes. If you need to keep the knees bent a little bit, that's fine. Big stretch, folding over the legs. And coming all the way back up when you're ready. We're going to come to standing. We're going to move through a sun salutation to warm up our whole body, getting nice and ready for our acro. Bring the arms all the way overhead and fold all the way down for a forward fold. Come halfway up, creating a table with your back, and then all the way back down. Step one foot back and bend in your front knee. We'll bring the arms up in a high lunge. Try and balance. Maybe even arch in the spine, looking up to the ceiling. Bring the hands down on either side of your foot and step back through your plank or your table if you need to. Lower down and then press up through your cobra pose. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, down dog. And then step your opposite foot, the other foot, forward between the hands and rise up to a lunge on the other side. Maybe arching in the spine. And then folding forward, one hand on either side, step back through your plank or table. Nice strong arms. Lower all the way down and press up to your cobra, stretching your belly muscles. These planks are going to help us to stay nice and strong when we're flying. Folding back to child's pose for a few breaths. And then to table. Then we'll do our cat-cow. We're going to begin rounding in the back, bringing the back towards the ceiling, and then arching, dropping the belly down towards the ground, just stretching our back and stretching our belly a few times. And when we're done, we'll sit facing each other in a V. And we'll start with one person having their feet on the inside of the other person's thighs. We'll grab hold of the hands, and the person whose feet are on the inside is going to pull their partner towards them, stretching their legs gently. Don't go farther than your partner wants, and just take a few deep breaths. When you're ready, come back up and switch. You'll put your feet on the inside of your partner's legs and gently pull them towards you. Few deep breaths. And then back up. We'll take our feet together, creating a V. Your feet might have to go towards the ankles, and that's okay. And we're just going to seesaw back and forth, helping each other gently stretch. Leaning forward and leaning back, just like a seesaw. We'll get ready for our boat now, so bending in the knees, planting the feet. You're going to grab hold of your partner's hands and then press one foot together, maybe the other foot. Keep your belly muscles nice and strong and try and lift your feet off of the ground like boat. You can even bring your feet to the outside, creating a little bit of a web, and then step on back in. We're going to sit with our backs together now, cross-legged, and we're going to get a little bit of a twist. So pressing your backs nice and strong against each other, we'll bring our arms all the way up. And you're going to twist away from your partner, reaching towards their opposite knee. Keep your backs pressing towards each other, just getting a little bit of a twist. Coming back through center and then twist to the opposite side. Coming to standing, we'll start with dancer pose. So we'll take the hands together, bending in the knee, and pressing your foot into your hand. Try and use your partner for balance. And go ahead and switch to the other side. We're going to do our heart warrior now. So we'll step our legs nice and wide. And the outside foot, the foot that's away from our partner, is going to turn out 90 degrees, toes pointing away from you. The foot that's next to your partner, the edges of your feet are going to stay pressed together, and you're going to hold the inside hands, bend in that outside knee, and bring your outside arm up and over, trying to touch your partner's fingertips, making a heart. And go ahead and switch to the other side. We'll step back together now. We're going to bring our backs towards each other, standing nice and tall, and we'll hook our arms at the elbows. We're going to stretch our spines. So one person is going to lean forward, helping the other person get a nice stretch in their back. And you'll come all the way back up, and the other partner is going to lean forward, helping their partner get a stretch in their back. Getting ready for our partner down dog. Both of you can start in table, one person in front of the other. The person in front can stay in table, the person behind can fold back into child's pose. The front person is going to step their feet onto the back of their partner. And then the partner behind can come up through table and then press up to down dog. You might even be able to roll forward and back a few times from down dog to plank. And then from your down dog, you can both try lifting one leg up towards the ceiling for balance. And then maybe try the other leg towards the ceiling. And back down. To come out, lower to table, and back to child's pose. Coming back to sitting, we're going to start our acro. So your base, probably mom or dad, is going to lay on their back and put their feet right at the hips of the flyer. We're just going to start with some gentle presses. So the person who's going to fly wants to keep their spine nice and strong. Pretend you're a big flat board. And your base is just going to bend their knees towards their chest and then press their feet away from you a few times. Make sure you stay standing nice and strong. This is practicing for your flying so you can keep your back nice and straight. Once you feel like you've had enough of that, you can keep your feet on your flyer's hips. Have them hold your hands and then press them up, keeping that straight board of a spine. You're now flying. If you fold in half, you can maybe grab your ankles, your toes, or the backs of your legs. And then your base can bend and straighten their knees. Have you flying in a V. Giving your hands back to your base. Straighten your arms, put your elbows in your base's hands, and then cup your chin with your hand. You might even be able to straighten your legs. To come back down, just bend the knees, plant your feet, and stand back up. For the next setup, you're going to stand over top of your base's head, facing away from them. Your base is going to bring their feet up, and you're going to relax your shoulders back onto their feet. Your base grabs your ankles, keep your spine nice and strong like a straight board, and then lift up. Flying whale. If you're feeling real tricky, you can bring one knee towards your chest, and maybe the other knee towards the chest. Now, if your base takes their feet underneath of your arms now, you can relax your legs down, nice stretch through the whole spine. And then maybe bend your knees, bringing your feet behind you, and grab onto one foot, and grab onto the other foot. You're in a flying bow position. Releasing the legs, you can cross your ankles behind your base's legs. And just relax there for a bit. Now if your base bends their knees so their shins are parallel to the ground, you can release your legs and gently relax in an arched spine. To stand back up, just stand up over top of your base's head and come back down. We're going to come around to sitting on our base's shins now. Your base is going to grab your feet and then gently place one foot underneath your butt, and the other foot underneath on the other side. And slowly, slowly straighten their legs like you're sitting on a tall throne. Make sure you don't lean forward if you're flying. You're keeping your spine nice and strong, sitting nice and tall. Maybe your hands can come to your heart. To come back down, they'll gently bend their knees. Have you come back to sitting on their shins. And then maybe you could cross your legs into half lotus or just a cross-legged position. Nice and slow. And you'll just have a little seat right on top of their shins. And when you're ready, come on down. To end, we'll end with a nice stretch. So your base is going to come into child's pose. You're going to come onto your knees right behind them so your backs are together. Hook at your elbows, your base is going to fold forward. And you'll just get a nice gentle stretch in the spine. Take a few breaths here. Just come on up when you're ready. To end, we always like to sit cross-legged in front of each other. Bring your hands together and fold forward, saying Namaste. I hope you had fun with your mini intro to Acro, and I hope you experience lots more Acro family fun together. Thanks for watching Family Acro with Mindful Minutes. Subscribe and share.